Hello and welcome to Odds Checkers coverage of Thursday Night Football. What's going on? I am Matt O'Leary, joined by Elisha Twerski. Elisha, hey, there he is. What's going on?
How's it going? Hey, okay, welcome to the Mike White fan club. I'm Elisha Twerski. I'm a huge Mike White fan now. As I imagine you are, Matt. So let's get started. Let's get right into it.
Absolutely. Let's hop right into this one. Jets Colts on Thursday Night Football. We'll be taking a look. The Colts are favored by 10.5 here. Am I crazy, or is this way too high of a number?
I can't say you're crazy, only because the Colts have been really inconsistent this season. Though I will say their play of late has been pretty solid. If you consider last week, you're a couple of Carson Wentz dumb turnovers away from possibly having them win by 10. And they played the Rams well. They played the Ravens well, again, overtime. I don't know. I just, if you consider the Jets against the spread numbers, since last year, 8-15 against the spread, the worst record in the league. Meanwhile, the Colts are 5-3 against the spread this year. I could take it. I'm just feeling, the Mike White magic. This could be the week, even though this is the Mike White fan club. This could be the week where that ends. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling 10.5. I'm feeling the Colts 10.5.
Okay, well, you're just a hater, I guess, because can you confirm what the numbers are in the Mike White era against the spread?
I plead the fifth.
1-0. The Jets are 1-0 against the spread.
That's
with
true.
Mike White as their starting quarterback. Look,
that's a fair point.
I think it'll be tough for the Jets to go on the road and win this game. I just don't see the Colts winning by 11 points. I think it's going to be a lot closer than that. I think it'll be entertaining. When you look at this Jets defense, I think what they do well is get after the quarterback and get pressure on the quarterback. And I think if you do that, you put Carson Wentz in positions to turn the football over, which last week he started to do again. I mean, earlier in the year, he's done a pretty good job of not turning it over, but he started to look like his old self a little bit last week. And if you get that version of Carson Wentz, then I absolutely could see this being a one-score game.
Well, yeah, like you said, we saw not the MVP version of Carson Wentz where he almost won the MVP, but the Eagles version where that ended his tenure there. We saw that last week with some mind-bogglingly, is that even a word, bad throws. And like you said, to quote LeVar Ball, undefeated, never lost in the Mike White era. So, you never know.
Moving over to the total, it's set at 45. It was at 46.5, but it's looked like it's moved down a little bit. Is anything jumping out to you here?
Yeah, I actually like the over. I think the money is what's dropping the number to 40 from 46.5 to 45. But these two teams are combined 9-6 towards the over this season. The Colts have gone over this number easily in 3 of their last 4 games. The Jets have gone over this number in 4 straight games. So I'm feeling the over. Are you not on the same side?
Yeah, I totally am. I'm going to take it at the 46.5 where you can get it at plus 110. The Colts have gone over 30
I like
points.
that.
They've gone over 33 games in a row now. And I mean, I don't expect the Jets offense to do what they did last week, but I think they'll be, relevant enough to where it's going over this total. 46, I'm surprised it moved to 45 because to me at 46, even pushing 47, I still think I'd be taking the over at that line. So the fact that it's dropping is a little bit even more enticing for me.
Yeah, and I mean, neither of these defenses are particularly inspiring the way they're playing football. So I just don't see why the number is going lower than 46.5. Yeah, I like that. I like the plus money there.
Okay. How about for a player prop? Is anything sticking out to you?
Yeah, I mean, you'll see here Michael Carter over 4.5 receptions at plus 108. And I know our prop specialist, John Heislop, covered this in his article, but it's hard to to overstate how much I love this. 23 targets in his last 2 games with White at quarterback, 17 receptions. I mean, it's like it's insane. It legitimately, that workload is insane. 72%, 70% snap share the last 2 games. Corey Davis doubtful. He probably won't play tonight. Tevin Coleman's already been listed as out. This is just I'll hammer it.
Yeah, I love that pick for you. He's definitely taken over as the lead back, and Mike White has shown that he likes to check it down underneath to his running back. So I think that's a wise play for you there. I have 2 props that I want to get into. One, we got to start with our boy. So we're going to go to player passing yards.
Let's do it.
It's Mike White show. So I'm going to over 253.5 at -110. Threw for 405 last week. I don't think he comes anywhere close to that number. But in just over it was a little bit more than a half, about half of the second quarter. He threw for 202 against New England. So I think with the Colts defense, they're a little bit better against the run than they are against the pass. So I think he'll be put in a position to where they're going to be throwing the ball a lot again this week. And especially if they're down late in the game and it's relatively close, then I think he should be able to get over 253 pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, you look you obviously know this a lot better than I do, but the Jets look better passing the ball than they did running the ball, and especially against a defense like this, it's hard to run on the Colts. It really is, but you can throw on them, especially this year. Last year they were much better pass defense, but this year you can throw on them. So yeah, I could see this hitting, especially it is the Mike White month, the Mike White week, the Mike White year. So,
we're going to keep it rolling for as long as we can. I do have one more. It's also Michael Carter related. I'm going to go this time to rushing plus receiving yards. And it is at, come on, where was it from before? Over 94.5 at -110, or you could do over 91.5 even if you wanted to get it at the same odds. So I guess I'll do that at 91.5. He went for 172 and 104 the last 2 weeks with Mike White as his quarterback. As we mentioned, just a little bit ago, Mike White likes to check the ball down. His average depth of target was just over 4 yards last week. So that tells you that everything is underneath.
Wow.
And I think that, yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy that he went for over 400 with his A-dot at just over, I think it was 4.2.
I mean, that's insane. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just wild. So I fully anticipate him being involved. He might have a chance of going over this number on just the receiving end. He hit 95 receiving yards last week.
Yep.
I think he's going to be very involved in this game. So if you can get that at 91.5 at -110, I think you make the move there.
Yeah, I mean, I love any Michael Carter props in the over. I love him this week.
Absolutely. So that's going to do it for us on Thursday Night Football. You talked some Jets and didn't throw some hate. I like that.
Oh, how can you hate on Mike White? I mean, he's the future of the franchise.
I don't know.
Might as well trade Zach Wilson at this point. You get a 7th round pick for him. Let's just fire up Mike White.
You sound like my mentions right now on Twitter. I love it. That's going to do it for us.
I am your mentions.
Yes, that's true. That's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you next time.